I haven't played Minecraft beta for a couple of weeks. Not because I didn't want to, mainly just because life has been very busy. So haven't really had the time. Plus, I was a little bit sick for a while as well, so didn't really feel like playing anything, I guess. But got a little bit of time now, so wanted to jump on and continue building a house. At the moment, I'm just collecting some logs. I want to get 2 stacks, and hopefully that'll be enough for the time being. There's been a lot of stuff happening recently, I guess around Minecraft and Minecraft-like games. I guess first of all, there's a game called Alumeria, I believe it's pronounced, which I have played before. I've got the playtest. I also have a separate key that I can give out to someone if they want to join the playtest. But it's essentially an indie game that someone's making. It's almost like a mixture of Minecraft and Terraria. It looks very Minecrafty, but it's got some aspects of Terraria. It is a pretty fun game, and the developer is kind of adding to it almost weekly at this point. Unfortunately, it might have been last week or the week before, the game was taken down on Steam because there was a DMCA filed against it by Microsoft. Essentially, they accused the developer of, I think it was called like damaging the brand name of Minecraft, something like that, and claiming that they were using assets from Minecraft, which is not the case. The game does look like Minecraft a little bit, but all of the assets are built from the ground up by the solo developer. So the game was taken offline, and there was a massive uproar online about it. And probably a day or two after that happened, the DMCA was revoked and the game was put back on Steam. But it did put kind of like I guess the ethics of Microsoft in question, if they're trying to shut down indie developers just because they think that the game is infringing on, I guess, their copyright, and obviously they're completely in their gift to do so. It's their property. They're allowed to file DMCA's, but I guess it's the way that they did it that I don't think there was really any communication with the guy who's developing the game, and quite clearly, a human wasn't looking at the game before the DMCA was filed, because if they looked at it, they would have realised very quickly that they're not using the Minecraft assets. So a lot of people think it was AI, but it's all sorted now. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And I guess there's other things happening in, I guess, the world of Minecraft and Minecraft-like games. There's a game coming out soon called Everwind, which looks really, really good. I did play the demo a couple months back, and it is really fun. And that comes out on March 17th, I think. And then Hightail is continuing to get updates, which is pretty cool as well. So a lot going on, but yeah, I haven't really played that much recently, but I think I'm good enough to play now, and I've got a little bit of time, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. So we've got this house. Obviously, it's kind of nowhere near being built yet, but I just wanted to start adding some things to it. And I guess it just makes sense to almost start on this side. You'll see I've got this cobblestone kind of platform almost. And I think at some point I'm going to convert this into a chimney. But I'll just put this here because I think this is where it'll be located. It's either going to be there or on the front, but I feel like I kind of want a door here maybe. Or actually I don't. I'm not too sure. We'll figure it out, but maybe I want a door here. But essentially, I think I want this to go up 3. Actually, let me get my glass out of the furnace. I think I've got a stack or 2 of them at the moment. I just kind of want to set up the glass aspect. Oh, wrong thing. Ah, there we go. I did not want to do that. Before I played this today, I played a little bit more of Modern Minecraft. And it's so strange going back and forth between modern Minecraft and this. And obviously, they're basically very different games now. Yeah, I want to do that. They're very different games at this point. But yeah, it's so strange going back and forth between the two because you kind of play Minecraft beta a little bit and then you get used to the fact that you're not stuck but limited almost in terms of some of the materials that you've got, the functionality of stuff. You know, just the way the game feels. And then you go to modern Minecraft and there's just an abundance of things to do and materials to use. And again, I've said this before, but almost get choice paralysis on modern Minecraft because there's so much to do. I think I want that, and then maybe we just block this off. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Let's go with cobblestone for the kind of scaffolding of this. That's better. And then maybe I repeat that. I am going to need a lot more glass. I think I'm feeling nostalgic for, well, in almost every aspect of life at the moment. But I guess if we're just talking about gaming, I didn't want to do that. I don't know why, but I want to be consistent with the cobblestone scaffolding. But anyway, so yeah, I've been a little bit nostalgic in, I guess, other areas of gaming, specifically around consoles. So I used to always play consoles. PlayStation was kind of where most of my time was spent. And I've just been playing a lot of the older PlayStation games recently. And yeah, I forgot how good some of them are. You don't see games like that anymore. You don't see the old games like Infamous, Prototype, the original God of War games. It seems like that era of gaming has just kind of died out a little bit, and I guess it's just because it takes so much time and effort to make games these days. People don't want to take too many risks, which totally makes sense to me. If I was spending all my money supporting a game or game development, I'd want to make sure it's you know, on a game that is almost a, oh god, that's a waste. Is almost a guaranteed win. Whereas when we look at indie games, you know, they're not always a guaranteed hit. If you make a game like the new God of War games, like Ragnarok, or the big Spider-Man games, they're almost guaranteed to make money. Whereas if someone makes something like, I don't know, Spyro these days, not actually Spyro because Spyro's got a name to it and it will make money, but something like that, if you make something like that these days, you're not guaranteed a win. I think that's probably as tall as I want this to go, and then there'll be a kind of a roof. Obviously there will be a roof that points up here and goes down. I think that'll work. I think it makes sense to have the chimney here. And then, yeah, it needs to come this way a bit. So let's go. Like that, maybe? And then, yeah, maybe all of this here. Oh, actually, that lines up pretty well. All of this here can be the, like, platform thing. So if I just replace all this... Actually, I don't want to waste wood, but... Does that make sense? Yeah, I think that'll be fine. We want that there, and then maybe... I don't want too much glass. Oh, I keep wasting it. Yeah, I don't want the whole thing to be glass, but a decent amount would be good. So if I just do that, I don't think there's any need for... any more. I guess one there will work. Oh my god, it's going nighttime again. Okay, so we want... let's do this front bit real quick. Maybe like that. And then this just needs to go up by 1. Like that. And then let's just sleep. So for now, I'll just fill in this gap by... well, just fill in this gap here instead of doing the whole wall. Like that. I think that'll be fine. And then... I guess this will need to come up a little bit. I just quickly make a workbench up here so I don't have to run down, because I want to make some, if I can remember how to make these, fence posts. I think it's just this. Well, nope, that's not it. Oh, that's it. Okay. I'm just thinking, do I want it this far out? Because if I put a fence post here, I can't because there's nothing on the floor. If I put a fence post there, that just looks a bit strange. And then there's not that much gap at the front here. But then if I do it here, is this not too... No, it doesn't even connect to the wall. Oh yeah, of course it doesn't. I think that's a modern Minecraft thing, isn't it, when it connects to walls? Probably is, but... don't know if that looks better. Or if I can just... if I bring it out one more. But then I feel like this is going to be too close to this glass. Well, we'll leave it like that for now. It might work. We'll see. Just fill this hole in. There we go. And then yeah, this looks a bit strange having this gap. So if we just then put the chimney thing here, we should be okay. Maybe, yeah. I mean, it looks better than it just, you know, the complete flat wood. Maybe I can extend the windows one more. That might fix the problem. But we'll leave it like that for now. So that's going to be essentially as high as this bit goes. So like I said, there's going to be a roof here. And then top of this one, there's going to be a bit of a roof, but it's going to be quite a high roof. So there's going to be, it's almost going to be another floor above this, but inside the roof, if that makes sense. Let me just take a better look if I just go back a little bit here. yeah, so it's not going to be too big. I don't think it's going to be overwhelmingly big, but that's going to look pretty cool. And then there's going to be little houses down here. I think that'll look great. Cool. I think I'm going to leave this here. Whilst I do have time, I don't have too much time. I think I've made a little bit of progress, not a lot. So this might be shorter than usual, or shorter than the other videos that we've got, but I like keeping these short. I will try to just build up some of these walls offline, and then, because I guess the side and the back are just going to be almost repeats of this. So I'll try to do that offline, and then next time there'll be a video, we'll be focusing on the roof and hopefully make some progress on that, and then see where we go from there. But if anyone, like I said earlier, wants to give Illuminera a try, which is that game that was DMCA'd by Microsoft, which was obviously wrongfully done and now has been fixed, but I do have an invite a friend code on my Steam account, so if you want to give it a try, obviously look at the game first, but if you do want to give it a try, let me know and I can I'll give you the code. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.